everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mariah. Today's topic is schizophrenia. In this video, I will be covering what schizophrenia is, symptoms, risk factors, treatment and therapies, finding help, and the types of schizophrenia. This video is research-based. For the research in this video, I used 2 different articles to gather information. To start off, mental illness is an invisible disability. I believe that people who are schizophrenic can lead very productive and fulfilling lives if they get the right support and help, and that's my thought, or something I came up with. Schizophrenia, which is the article title the first article's title, from the National Institution of Health, mental health website. The overview. Schizophrenia is a serious mental illness that affects how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. People with schizophrenia may seem like they have lost touch with reality, which causes significant distress for the individual, their family members, and friends. If left untreated, the symptoms of schizophrenia can be persistent and disabling. However, effective treatments are available. When delivered in a timely, coordinated, and sustained manner, treatment can help affected individuals to engage in school or work, achieve independence, and enjoy personal relationships. Onset and symptoms. Schizophrenia is typically diagnosed in late teens to early 30s and tends to emerge early in males, from late adolescence to early teens, then females, early 20s to early 30s. A diagnosis of schizophrenia often follows the first episode of psychosis, when individuals first display symptoms of schizophrenia. Gradual changes in thinking, mood, and social functionings often begin before the first episode of psychosis, usually starting in mid-adolescence. Schizophrenia can occur in younger children, but it is rare for it to become. It is rare for it to appear before late adolescence. The symptoms of schizophrenia generally fall into the following 3 categories: psychotic symptoms, which include altered perceptions or for example, changes in hearing, vision, smell, touch, and taste, abnormal thinking, and odd behaviors. People with psychotic symptoms may lose a sense of reality and experience themselves and the world in a distorted way. Specifically, individuals typically experience hallucinations, such as hearing voices or seeing things that aren't there. Delusions, which are firmly held beliefs not supported by objective facts. Example: paranoid, irrational fears that others are out to get them, or believing that television, radio, or internet are broadcasting special messages that require some response. Thought disorder, which involves unusual thinking or disorganized speech. Negative symptoms is another one, which include the loss of motivation, disinterest or lack of enjoyment in daily tasks, social withdrawal, difficulty showing emotions, and difficulty functioning normally. Specifically, individuals typically have reduced motivation and difficulty planning, beginning, and sustaining activities. Diminished feelings of pleasure in everyday life. Flat affect or reduced expression of emotions via facial expression or voice tone. And reduced speaking. Cognitive symptoms include problems in attention, concentration, and memory. For some individuals, cognitive symptoms of schizophrenia are subtle, but for others, they are more prominent and interfere with activities like following conversations, learning new things, or remembering appointments. Specifically, individuals typically experience difficulty processing information to make decisions, problems using information immediately after learning it, problems focusing or paying attention. Risk factors. Several risk factors attributed to the risk of developing schizophrenia. Genetics. Schizophrenia sometimes runs in families. However, it is important to know that just because someone in a family has schizophrenia, it doesn't mean that other members of the family will have it as well. Genetics studies strongly suggest that many different genes increase the risk of developing schizophrenia, but no single causes the disorder by itself. It is not yet possible to use genetic information to predict who will develop schizophrenia. Environment. Scientists think that the interaction between genetic risk and aspects of the individual's environment can play a role in the development of schizophrenia. Environmental factors that may be involved include living in poverty, stressful surroundings, and exposure to viruses or nutritional problems before birth. Brain structure and function. Scientists think that the differences in brain structure, function, and interactions among chemical messengers called neurotransmitters may contribute to the development of schizophrenia. For example, differences in the volume of specific components of the brain, in the way that regions of the brain are connected and work together, and in neurotransmitters such as dopamine are found in brain connections and brain circuits seen in people with schizophrenia may begin developing before birth. Changes in the brain that occur during puberty may trigger psychotic episodes in people who are vulnerable due to genetics, environmental exposures, or the type of brain differences mentioned above. Treatments and therapy. The causes of schizophrenia are complicated and not well understood, so current treatments focus on managing symptoms and solving problems related to day-to-day functions. Treatments include antipsychotic medications. Antipsychotic medications can help reduce the intensity and frequency of psychotic symptoms. They are usually taken daily in pill or liquid form. Some psychotic medications are given as injections once or twice a month, which some individuals find more convenient than daily oral doses. Patients whose symptoms do not improve with standard antipsychotic medication typically receive clozapine. People treated with clozapine must undergo routine blood testing to detect a potential dangerous side effect that occurs in 1 to 2% of patients. Many people taking antipsychotic medication have side effects such as weight gain, dry mouth, restlessness, and drowsiness when they start these medications. Some of these side effects subside over time, but others may persist, which may cause some people to consider stop taking their antipsychotic medication. Suddenly stopping medication can be dangerous, and it can make the schizophrenia symptoms worse. People should not stop taking any antipsychotic medication without talking to a health care professional first. Shared decision-making between doctors and patients is the recommended strategy for developing the best type of treatment or medication combination and the right dose. Psychosocial treatments. Cognitive behavioral therapy, behavioral skills training, supported employment, and cognitive remediation interventions may help address the negative and cognitive symptoms of schizophrenia. combination of these therapies and antipsychotic medication is common. Psychosocial treatments can be helpful for teaching and improving coping skills to address the everyday challenges of schizophrenia. They can help people pursue their life goals such as attending school, working, or forming relationships. Individuals who participate in regular psychosocial treatment are less likely to relapse or be hospitalized. Family education and support. Educational programs for family members, significant others, and friends offer instruction about schizophrenia symptoms, treatments, and strategies for assisting the person with the illness. Increasing key supporters' understanding of psychotic symptoms, treatment options, and the course of recovery can lessen their distress, bolster coping and empowerment, and strengthen their capacity to offer effective assistance. Family-based services may be provided on an individual basis or through multi-family workshops and support groups. Coordinated specialty care. Coordinated specialty care, or CSC, is a general term used to describe recovery-oriented treatment programs for people with their first episodes, psychosis, an early stage of schizophrenia. A team of health professionals and specialists deliver CSC, which include psychotherapy, medication management, case management, employment and education support, and family education and support. The person with early psychosis and team work together to make the treatment decisions involving the family members as soon as possible. Compared to typical care for early psychosis, CSC is more effective at reducing symptoms, improving quality of life, and increasing involvement in school and work. Assertive community treatment. Assertive community treatment, or ACT, is designed especially for individuals who are at risk for repeated hospitalization or homelessness. The key elements of ACT include a multidisciplinary team, including a medical prescriber, a shared caseload among team members, direct service provision by team members, a high frequency of patient contact, low patient to staff ratio, and outreach to patients in the community. ACT reduces hospitalization and homelessness among individuals with schizophrenia. How can I help someone I know with schizophrenia? Caring for and supporting a loved one with schizophrenia can be very challenging. It can be difficult to know how to respond to someone who is experiencing psychosis. Here are some things you can do to help your loved one. Number 1, help them get treatment and encourage them to stay in treatment. Number 2, remember that their beliefs or hallucinations seem real to them. Number 3, tell them you acknowledge that everyone has the right to see things their way. Number 4, be respectful, supportive, kind without tolerating dangerous or inappropriate behavior. And number 5, check to see if there are any support groups in your area. Finding help. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration, or SAMSHA, I think it's SAMSHA, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, provides the behavioral health treatment services locator for finding mental health treatment facilities and programs. SAMSHA's Early Serious Mental Illness Treatment Locator provides information about treatment facilities that offer coordinated specialty care. And the second article I read was called what are the different types of schizophrenia? And this is from the Medical News Today website. DSM-5 classification. The DSM-5 helps mental health professionals diagnose schizophrenia by describing key symptoms. They may diagnose schizophrenia if a person has at least two of the following symptoms for a significant amount of time, which is usually over a month. We have delusions, hallucinations, disorganized speech, very disorganized or catatonic behavior, and negative symptoms such as reduced emotional expression. For a person to receive a diagnosis of schizophrenia, at least one of their symptoms must be delusions, hallucinations, or disorganized speech. The symptoms must also interfere with their work life, school life, social life, or self-care abilities. The severity of a person's schizophrenia will determine the amount, frequency, and severity of each of these symptoms. If they experience catatonia, they may receive a diagnosis of schizophrenia with catatonia. Schizophrenia is extremely rare in children, affecting around 0.04% of children in the U.S. People may refer to this as childhood onset schizophrenia or early onset schizophrenia. Mental health professionals use the same criteria to diagnose schizophrenia in both adults and children. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I am open to any suggestions you have for any future video topics. Please let me know what they are in the comment section below or on my Twitter page. And my Twitter handle is @BurleyMariah, and I can spell it for you, @BurleyMariah. That's my last name, then my first name. The next topic is going to be on PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder. And the reason I'm also doing another video about mental health is because May is the month of mental health awareness. And I think it's important to talk about mental health because a lot of people experience it, and I don't always think it's taken seriously. That's just my opinion, though. I hope that everyone's continuing to stay safe. I want you to know that I'm praying for you, your families, and the world. I'll post my notes in the comment section for anyone who needs them. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want to and found this video to be helpful. Feel free to share this video with anyone you think might need it. If you want to be notified when I do any new live stream or upload any new content, you're going to want to hit the bell icon, and under the bell icon, you're going to want to select the all option under the bell icon. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye!